Hey guys, what's going on? It is Mark with Spiguyver Backpacking, coming to you from another hotel room. I've been up in Maryland, kind of near Pennsylvania, outside of Baltimore, for the last week. I've been up here for a training course, and so I haven't had a chance to really get out because our days have been super long. Been going from like 7:30 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, sometimes a little bit later than that. Today I got out a little bit earlier, so I wanted to do this. So I've got something that I tested out one time out in the field. So I've used it once, haven't used it more than that. And it's about coffee. You know, probably the most important thing you can do in the morning while you're on the trail, coffee. So normally I'm using the Medaglia d'Oro. Good stuff, as long as you mix it right. Like I've said before, I think that if you mix it a little bit too strong, it becomes very molassesy, and it's not my favorite. But if you mix it just right, it's perfect. It's got a woodsy taste. It works really well. But I really do like real coffee. You know, the instant stuff, some of them out there are okay, but none of them are really great. Well, right now behind me, I've got a pot of water on my alcohol stove. The Spiguyver stove is going back there. Pot of water's on, and right before I left for this trip, ground up some coffee. So this is I think this is some Pete's coffee. A lot of times I go and get some of the local stuff that I really like, but I was in a rush and grabbed some stuff from the local supermarket. And I've got my little batch stove's 12 ounce. Here's what I've got. So I used this when I took Dylan out with me to the Sesquicentennial State Park for the Palmetto State Hangers Hang. This is the GSI little drip. I can't remember the exact name of it. I'll have to check that out, and I'll throw it right down here for you guys so you can see what the actual name of it is. It's like the light drip, light JavaDrip or something like that. Anyway, really fine mesh, but it's such a fine mesh that it almost feels plasticky, like it's silky. It's got these flexible little arms, and they are really flexible. You don't have to worry too much about breaking them. They're pretty flexible. And what they'll do is if you've got your cup, your mug, these just clip right on. What's nice is I've used it with this. I've used it with the GSI little insulated mug. Works great. You could use it on a mug in your house. So one of the things I have read about doing a drip system like this is it helps if you wet this before. So what I'm going to do is after my water's boiling, I'm just going to dip this in the water, then I'm going to put it on here, then I'm going to throw the grounds. They say to use about 2 tablespoons. Sure, that's about 2 tablespoons. Toss that in there, and then it's pour over. So it's just like a good pour over coffee that you can get from your local barista. Toss it in there, pour over the slightly less than boiling water. So water boils about 212. So you're looking at somewhere between like 193 and 200 is the optimal temperature for a good pour over. So we're gonna dip this in, get it wet, toss the grounds in there, and I'll come back and show you guys what we're doing. Should be good. All right, so we've got the water on over here, and it's getting closer to boiling. Got some bubbles in there, a little bit of steam coming off. That Spiguyver stove doing work. Turn the light off, show you guys. Yeah, that thing does an awesome job. 4 grams, kicks some butt. Now, I will say, I'm doing this in a hotel room. I don't recommend that to anybody. Probably not something they're gonna advise you doing. Not something they're gonna want you to do. So I've got this set up here. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop this off of here so that I can have it ready to go. Once that water's boiling, I'll bring you guys back, and we'll do this. Okay, so we've got a lot of steam coming out of there, so I believe, oh yeah, look at that. Got ourselves a nice boil going on. So what I'm going to do now is take this GSI, I'm going to dip it down here in the water. I don't care that it's going to get the arms wet. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here now. Real easy, just pop it on. Easier if you look at what you're doing. So it's on there now. Got my grounds over here. I'll move this a little bit closer over here. Slide this a little bit out of the way. Dump these grounds in. I'm going to take this water off the stove, move that over a little bit more. So I'm going to let this sit for about 15 seconds or so, just to let it cool, come down from a boil, and then I'll show you how we get the coffee going. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and just get it started. Pour some in here. And you're looking to get all the grounds kind of wet. Got a little bit over here that's still dry. We'll get them again next time, but you want to see that little bit of froth up there. That's a good sign. As you can see, I'm pouring it in there. It's coming out pretty quickly, but not too bad. You want it to slow down a little bit. Let it sit in the grounds a little bit. If it's going through too fast, you may want to make sure that you have finer grounds so that it's hitting more surface area of the grounds there. But it looks like it's doing pretty well. I'm going to do just a little bit more. Get it around the edges here. Pull it all back down in. And when this finishes up, we're going to have a nice, good cup of coffee right there. So it works pretty quickly, pretty easily. Downside to this over Medaglia d'Oro or any of the other little instant like the Starbucks Via is that you've got this that you've got to take with you. Okay? Not a huge deal to me if I'm going out with my son. You've also got to have a second pot, a second mug or pot. So either I'd be boiling water in my 12 ounce and have a mug that I then put this on and do it with, or if I'm going to be doing any dry baking, I'm going to have these two dishes with me. So I'll boil the water in here, pour it in just like I have today. So really, as long as you have something to put the coffee in and something to boil the water in, you're going to be okay. So it looks like we're done. There's nothing else dripping out of there. If you want, you can give it a good squeeze and get some of that concentrated stuff out of there. But let's see how easy this thing is to clean up. I'm just going to flip this upside down and give it a little shake. And most of it comes off. Tap it a little bit, and it's going to clean up pretty well. Then, if you come over to some water, I've got this little sink here. So if you've just got like a water bottle or something, just a quick rinse, run it inside, run it out. And this thing is pretty much spotless clean right now. I mean, if you look at that, it is very, very clean. That is a good cup of coffee. If you like your coffee the way that you like it, no matter what kind of beans, what kind of ground coffee you like, you can take it on the trail with you. Use this GSI JavaDrip. Super lightweight. Weighs in at 10 grams. Almost nothing to it. It folds up very nicely. You know, you've got these flexible arms that'll fit on just about any mug out there. Folds up, little flat disc, and this will actually fit in the bottom of a fuel canister. So it'll actually nest into the bottom of a fuel canister. It fits pretty well right on top of my 10 cm pot. If I had a 12 cm pot, it would fit right down inside. Awesome little product. Makes a great cup of coffee. I far prefer this and would much rather have this out on the trail than any instant. Now, when I'm in a hurry and I'm doing something ultralight, Medaglia d'Oro is going to be the go-to because, you know, you got to cut corners here and there to save ounces, shave it off here and there to stay ultralight. But if you're going out there and you're going to have another pot or a mug with your pot, this is definitely a way to go. At 10 grams, you're not sacrificing much. You can bring whatever your favorite coffee is, and it just works out well. I'm not in my hammock today, but I am wearing a Haute Hammock shirt. So you guys, make sure you check out Haute Hammock, Haute Hammock. Great clothing company, all hammock related. This one's the hammock coffee. I'm making coffee. I can't be in my hammock, but it's time to represent. Anyway, guys, try this out. Get out there, do what you want to do on the trail. Drink the coffee that you want to drink. Don't sacrifice taste, quality, and strength because you think it weighs too much. 10 grams for the JavaDrip, and you get an amazing cup of coffee. I'll see you guys down the trail. Thanks.